Open recalls, like I said, a little more complex. You have to use either your upper lip or your teeth and find a range, a pitch that you want to use. Alright? These do not freeze. As you can see, these open up. Yeah, they might freeze, but all you gotta do is stick it in your mouth to warm it up, and it lifts open just like that. So these are what we got. Now I'm gonna explain what all I have right here. This is my usual setup that I take coyote hunting. I have a closed reed Mad Howler. Mad is a brand. It's just a howler. This is a closed reed rabbit in distress call. You can blow in this way for rabbit in distress. You turn it over and you got a coaxer. All this is a little mouse squeaker. You just blow in there, and I'll explain all these, and I'll show you how to use them here in a little bit. This is just another closed reed rabbit in distress call. See how I marked as high? That's a high pitched rabbit in distress call. This one came with 3 different tubes, a high, medium, and a low. As I figured out the high, medium, low, I just taped them up on there. This is a Primos hot dog. This was the very first open reed call that I ever got, and I love this. This is a very good call. It comes with a horn that you can put on, and I'll go into the horns in just a little bit. These two are the same calls. This comes in a pair, a Primos little dog, however you want to say it. I use the green. The green is for closer area. This, the white, is to reach out for and get your volume out there. The reed is a little different. This is used for higher, more volume. Out west, a lot of people use the white. East of Mississippi, where I hunt in Indiana, I use just the green. So this is the setup of calls that I usually take with me. Alright. Now, whenever you buy a call, it always comes with a set of instructions. And the set of instructions on the back have how to use this call and the different pitches that you can use to call in, and it even gives examples. You can use a distress howl, a locator howl, whatever have you. So you either want to keep the ends of or the backs of the case that these calls come in, or what I do is I got this little notebook and I make a call directory, if you will, or a glossary. I have my calls, and then I write out where to put my teeth on an open reed and all different things, how to do it, where to do it. Like this is for my 5-in-1 deer call, and that's another Primos. I got where to put my teeth at for a grunt, a rutting grunt, a challenge grunt, a young buck, used to not intimidate bucks, and then to pull out dominant bucks in. Alright, so this is all information that's on the back. You want to keep these or put them in a log. I put them in this flip open notebook that I can carry with me. This is a Ride and Rain notebook. They're very good. You can get them online, or you can get them from Military PX, and it's waterproof paper, and it works really good. So now I'm going to get into how to use some of these calls. If you're a hunter just starting out calling in predators, it's going to take a lot of practice before you get out there, because as I said in other videos, you don't want to educate these coyotes before you can bag them. So you don't want to go out there and mess up your call, because coyotes are really smart. And I call them coyotes because I'm from Indiana. I hear a lot of people from east of the Mississippi call them coyotes. West of the Mississippi, out west, a lot of people call them coyotes. Alright, that's just how we say it, coyotes. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, coyotes and coyotes, I try to keep it kind of the same level. I try to use both as much, but coyotes is just in my blood, so I'm saying coyotes. So if you're calling in coyotes, they're very smart, and you can educate them by messing up a call, or if they smell you and you keep calling, you can educate them that way, because now they know, they have that file folder in their brain that, hey, that sound, it's no bueno. I don't want to run over there. Alright, this is my rabbit in distress call. I'm going to show you guys how to use it right now. Now when you're setting in a position, and if you check my Eastern Coyote Hunting Part 3, you've seen how close that fox was. As soon as I started calling, it started barreling our way. So you can muffle your sound with both hands, make a chamber, or you can muffle it with one hand. That's how I do it. you could do it either way. So if you want to muffle it, you just cover it up and you do your set. With a rabbit in distress, you want to sound like something just grabbed it. So it's very intense in the beginning. And remember, rabbits have very small lungs, like this big. They don't have as big lungs as humans do. So if you're going wah, and you're blowing it really long, drawn out, the coyote in his brain knows that's not a rabbit. I'm not going over there. Alright? So keep your burst short. You can do a long set of short bursts. Alright? That just means the rabbit is in pain, it's screaming, it's yelling all the air out of his lungs, breathing back in, and doing it again. Very short, long bursts. Alright? That's what you can do. Now this is what it's going to sound like. Alright, that is an example of a rabbit in distress. A very first initial, very hard wah, and after that it's wah, 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 and it dies down. All of a sudden it picks back up. Wah, 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 wah. That's how I do it. You can do it different ways, but that's how I do it. That's imitating, let's say a hawk just came in and got it, or a coyote just got it, and another one, you want that coyote to come in, it's going to try to take it away from whatever predator just got the rabbit. Alright, so that is a closed reed rabbit in distress call. And if you flip it over, this one has a mouse coaxer. So if you're sitting there, and a coyote is coming in, but he's holed up, let's say 50 yards away or something, and you have this call next to your mouth, you don't really want to move from down here up to your mouth, because now he knows where you're at. They can pick that sound out and hone in on it like there's no tomorrow. That's their job. They're predators. So if you have this call right here, lower your head to it, and you can give a little quick mouse squeaks. Alright, and then he's gonna think that there's either if it was a rabbit, he's gonna think he's almost dead. He's just wheezing out some air, and he's going to come in and try to get it before whatever else is going to take it and run off with it. Alright, so that is a closed reed cottontail distress. Same thing with this little piece. This is a high pitch cottontail distress. Now if you're hunting west of the Mississippi, you have jackrabbits or hares out there, whatever you want to call them. They have a general deeper tone to them. Alright, and does that mean that people hunting east of the Mississippi can't use that? No. That just means that coyotes are ever adaptive to the situation, to the environment. So if a high-pitched one doesn't work, maybe try a little deeper and then go back to the high pitch, whatever. See what gets them to come in. So this is another cottontail distress. Alright, that's another example. Now let's go into open reed rabbit in distress. Now this is not just a rabbit in distress call. With an open reed, how are you going to do it? You're going to put either your front teeth or your lip on this call. It doesn't matter. It's just a personal preference, whatever you want. I use my teeth in my upper lip. It doesn't matter. I switch off every now and then. But with an open reed call, you can get variable tones, and I'll show you what I mean. And also, it is very easy to put emotion into these calls. You can quiver your jaw to make the rabbit sound scared, like frightened out of its mind. With a closed reed call, you don't have very much control with it. That's why it's a beginner's call. And if you want to go into more advanced stuff, try these open reed calls. And like I said, tons of practice. I don't know how many times my mom has told me to shut up and quit blowing them calls in the house. But I would go in the basement and lock myself in the little cellar we got and practice doing some calls.